Yeah, this one works.
Cool. So, G. Okay. Hold on. 1 over. I'm confused here.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But it's negative 2.
Hold on. Got it.
Is it 1?
I think.
I thought it was 2.
I figured it out.
It's 1.
You did it wrong.
I definitely did this wrong.
Wait.
Miss King, I can almost lay across both desks.
If I did that, I would never get back up.
It's gonna come.
17-year-old cheerleader.
Yeah.
45-year-old
But-
math teacher.
It's kind of fun. I suggest.
Okay, here we go.
I can never
So, this means that the y coordinate is negative 2.
Yes!
Oh,
Oh.
I did it.
So we look at G,
Yeah.
and we find negative 2, and it goes with, no,
It goes with
it goes with 1.
I'd attack you.
Okay.
So that means for the inverse,
1.
G inverse of negative 2 is 1.
Yes.
So that's 1 over G prime of 1. So now we do G prime of 1 is 1.
Let's
Now we
go.
can get it on the board.
So it's 1 over 1.
Yes.
That's just a minus one.
I did it.
That's not the Loch Ness Monster.
That sure looks like 1.
Do you ever notice that we just like totally get off on these really weird
I think these 3 do.
tangents?
Ha 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 ha!
Brooklyn's like, God, yes.
I used the math joke the other day.
I said a math pickup line.
Oh, I saw that. I don't think I can get it up there.
Let's talk about money.
Okay, moving on. So here is the table, the
Yes.
functions.
No.
Yes,
No, it's not.
And we're going to look at this.
And draw a line.
Find the equation of the line tangent.
Oh no.
But like we're already given the x and the y.
So we're gonna do pot and top.
But we're already given the x
But
and the
then
y.
would it be PR and CR? Because it's the inverse.
Okay, maybe.
Again, that's kind of fun.
I would call it.
PR
Okay, yeah, maybe.
and CR.
Okay, so G, we have to start with finding the inverse, because that's what it says. So it's 1, well, let me write this out first.
I don't have that.
1 over G prime
Yeah.
of G inverse, yep, of 1. I just don't want to write anything wrong. All right. So, G inverse of 1. So that means we look at our little table.
It's 1.
Yeah, we find 1.
Or I should have taken it 1.
What gives us 1?
I looked at the wrong one.
3.
3.
I looked at the wrong one.
Okay. So G inverse of 1 is 3. So it's 1 over G prime of 3.
Yeah. Negative 1/2.
G prime of 3 is negative 2. Yep. So it's negative 1/2.
I got my.
So that is our side.
CR.
But don't we already have our pot?
Okay, let's see.
CR.
Our point of tangency is the flip-flop, because it's got to be,
So it's okay, cool.
it's 1, 3. It's the equation of line tangent to the graph of G inverse. So,
Now what do we do?
well, y minus y1 equals m times x
You
minus.
didn't do it that long ago, Ashley.
I thought we were.
Wait,
Well, because we're finding the equation of line tangent to the inverse.
Oh, okay.
So we have to use the point of tangency for the inverse, for G inverse.
Or if we're friends, we can say CO and PO because I don't have.
But the inverse of 1 is 3, which is x.
What?
What? The inverse of 1 is 3, which is x. That's what she said. Oh,
Okay,
wait.
I see 1 is 3, which is why I've got the point. So our x and our y now has been flip-flopped, right? This is g of x. This is the point for g prime of x. Not g prime, g inverse of x.
Is she your texting?
No, I'm getting a phone call.
Does that make sense, Wynn? Kind of? No? Yeah? No. Okay, so normally we would be finding the equation of line tangent to g.
Leave me a voice.
And so we would use this point for g. The point is 3, 1. But now we're doing the equation of line tangent to the graph of the inverse. And the inverse, this point is not on the inverse. This point is on the inverse because I had to flip-flop. So that's why. Yeah? Okay. So now we're going to estimate.
Wait, so is 3, 1 the inverse?
No,
Or is that just
3, 1 was the original.
Oh, okay.
That's the x and the y.
That's normal.
I got crunchy eyes.
Okay, so now, question?
No.
So now we're going to estimate the value of f prime of 2
Fun.
based on the value, which, or blah, blah, blah. Based on this value, what conclusion can be reached about the graph of f when x equals 2? Explain your reasoning. All right. Well, that's not anything major. That's not even involving inverses.
Mhm.
So to do f prime of 2, I would go for the numbers around the 2, which would be using this 1 and the 3. That's why it's an estimation. And it's f, so the points are 1, 3.
You just say 2.
No, it's for f, not g. What?
I don't know. That's what
And
I said. You
3,
just say
1.
2?
And wait. Yeah, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Yes,
3, 1.
and 2 is in between 1 and 3, so we're estimating.
Yeah, that's why I
Or
was
guesstimate.
Oh gosh, okay.
I'm estimating 2.
So f prime of 2 is approximately the slope of these, because that's what we know slope to be.
Yeah, 1 minus 3 over 3 minus 1.
Negative 2 over 2. So it's approximately
Negative 0.
negative 1.
Dang.
And what conclusion can be reached about the graph at that point?
Decreasing.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So
You did
since f prime of 2 is less than 0, then f of x is decreasing at x equals 2.
I forgot it was F prime.
Oh, yeah,
I was like,
big deal. Huge deal. Like you wouldn't get a point for that.
You want to do a spelling error?
No.
dang.
Unfortunately, no.
Like, what if I put, like, inverse instead of prime?
Oh, no.
Dang.
Okay. Estimate the value of g prime of negative 1. Okay, so you do the same thing.
Are we doing it?
You
Yeah.
are doing it. Only now this one's g.
I think there's no negative 1. Oh, my God.
And there was no 2 in the graph either.
With 2, it's making a negative 1. So, like, negative 2 and 1.
Negative 1 is directly between two numbers given on the x.
I'm trying to figure out which order this is in.
It doesn't matter. Yes, it is. Sorry. Right.
On the X? Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at G.
No.
And I was like, this doesn't work.
Cool.
Cool.
Found it.
Oh my gosh.
I think I
We're
found it.
gonna be done.
I don't know if I'm good enough.
We're
I'm
gonna
not
finish
sure
this.
yet.
The lesson.
Ah, nope.
You're totally. The answer is -5/2.
Go.
Dang it! I got the opposite.
Okay, do I get to stay here? We can tell you.
Oh, let me see.
Okay,
I don't really want to.
I literally got -2/5.
Have to come back.
Oh, I was like, where's my computer?
I think it's cat math. It's fine.
Bye, Harvey.
Make sure you work on this assignment so that you have questions
Oh,
and
we
stuff
have
about.
a ton of
Yes, we do.
That's a
I have to draw a turn.
That's why you don't wait till the last